Okay, hi everybody. There's something I wanted to share. A few months ago I decided, I don't know why, to sell my Klipsch my KLF-30s floor standing speakers. And because really I don't know why. So here right now I have the RP-600M bookshelf speaker, great sounding speakers, and after I sold my KLF-30s I decided I'm just gonna use the RP-600M and combine it with a subwoofer. I got a good deal on the Klipsch subwoofer, and yeah, I enjoyed them a little bit, at least. It was great for watching movies. It didn't seem to be any problem. But then listening to two-channel music, well, all of a sudden, you know, as long as I was listening in lower volumes, it was fine. The clarity of those 600Ms, they're great speakers. I mean, everybody can look at the reviews. I can only verify. I'm totally happy with it. But when you get a little bit higher into like more sound volume, well, at one point in time, when you're used to the KLF-30s, it's just not gonna do it. So what was the solution? Well, my KLF-30s were gone. I got a good deal. I mean, I sold them for a decent price. I was happy with it. I had them already updated. I had the Klipsch titanium tweeters in. I also had a different company, but I also changed the mid-range to a titanium diaphragm, and I did the complete recap also from Klipsch. And I reinforced the cabinets inside because, as most people know, they can come apart because of the inferior glue what Klipsch used at the time. So anyhow, so my KLF-30s, the way I had them set up, were perfect. I mean, I was happy with them. I just, for some reason, like I said, I don't know what came over me. And maybe it was because they were pushing, like, I guess 22 years of age, and I was thinking, what the heck what is the woofer go bad? How do I get a replacement? And you know the question everybody probably has, you know, even though it's kind of idiotic, you know, there's woofers around. Anyhow, so I decided the 600M, I'm not gonna cut it. So this is what I came up with. So I was looking around and I found a pair of the Klipsch RP-280F, the speakers you see right now. Floor standing speakers. They were, I guess, the previous model of the current RP-8000F. I read some reviews, watched some YouTube video clips, and apparently there was not that many differences between the 280s and the 8000s. I believe they just redid the tweeter a little bit. But anyhow, again, I got a good deal on those, and they were about half the price what people selling similar 8000s, so I ended up buying them. Brought them home, and I've been using them for about, I would say, 4 weeks now, 6 weeks. They sound great. I mean, they're just like almost don't need a subwoofer anymore, you know, except for, you know, watching movies. You know, it helps going into the real lower deep bass. But you know, the whole time I was thinking, you know, they're great. They got a good tight bass. They sound clear. They got volume. I mean, they're loud. But still, in my opinion, well, not probably just in my opinion, probably everybody has a little bit of logic and knows the physics behind it, they still cannot hold water to my old KLF-30s. So today, this is what happened to me this morning. So here it is. This morning I was looking at some stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and I found this pair again of KLF-30s advertised through a pawn shop. I bought them at the pawn shop for $700, which that's a steal for those things. So there you have it. I got a set of KLF-30s back. Same setup like I had before, and I'm happy again. Of course, as soon as I got them in, I hooked them up. I had to make sure they work, even though they gave me 30-day warranty. But even if there would have been maybe even a woofer or something like that blown out, I still would have been happy. I would just replace it. They have already the Klipsch titanium updates in the tweeter. I took the drivers out, checked them out. So all I have to do is to cross over, just recap them, and I'm gonna probably put the titanium diaphragms into the mid-ranges. The cabinets actually are not really coming apart yet, at least, so I'm gonna leave them alone. Well, I'm gonna leave them alone for a while anyways, because I am so happy again. People, let me tell you something. I put the RP-280s next to them, and I was running them separately first, A then B. You could already clearly hear there's like almost twice the volume coming out of the KLF-30s. When I ran them in both A and B together, the KLF-30s made the 280s disappear, like they didn't even exist. I only knew they were still running because I could see the woofers moving, but they're virtually being completely blinded out. So I thought, you know what, 20-some-year-old speakers, this new technology out there, new materials, but it doesn't matter. Those big old heritage line speakers, traditional line, what they call Klipsch, they still run around circles around all of this new stuff, unless it's the new stuff like the new La Scalas and what have you, you know, whatever they come up with now. There's no substitute for raw power, people. Big cabinets, two 12-inch woofers, mid-range and high-range. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. On the 280s, the same as like on the bookshelf, the RP-600M, I always felt like there is something missing in the mid-ranges. And well, of course it is, because it's basically just a two-way setup. So I don't know how they're actually doing it. Do they share some of the mid-ranges with the woofers and with the tweeter? Not quite sure how that works, but anyhow, definitely at certain songs it felt a little bit flat. But the KLF-30s, they take care of that problem, because they got this big ass mid-range horn. That thing blows your ears off. God, I am so happy I got those things back. Well, it's not the same that I had, and quite frankly, cabinets look good. They're not quite in as good shape as my old ones were, but in the end I paid a little bit less money too for it, so I made a little bit of money. Got some extra cash now. That's what I'm going to use into the upgrades, and from here on forward I will not sell those things anymore. It's going to be less speakers. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I just like them. I have Klipsch speakers. I'm using Klipsch since probably the past 30 years. I had all sorts of them. Every time I get a good deal on them, I buy them, use them for a while, upgrade them, get something else. Went a couple of times to different brands, and I always come back to them. It's just something on that sound. It's like, I think there's either you love them or you hate them. I don't think there's a middle ground. Those things are in your face, and they're gonna blow your ears off. They're gonna make you feel them. They're not subtle. They're not very refined. They're brutal. They will give you the best feeling of like you're sitting in a live concert. Live concerts don't sound all that good either. They just make up for the dynamics and the live effect, and that's what those speakers do. Anyhow, I just wanted to share this. Probably pretty boring, this video. I'm not going to edit it much. Probably not even at all, because I'm too damn lazy to do that. Okay, my advice, people, if you have a pair of any of the KLF series, I would say the 10s, the 20s, or the 30s, keep them. If you can upgrade from the 10s to the 20s, do it. If you can upgrade from the 20s to the 30s, definitely do it. Not that the 30s and the 20s sound all that much different, because I actually had them both. I had actually 3 pair of 20s before. I always had a good deal on them, and when I bought my first set of 30s, I came actually with another pair of 20s, and I run them side by side. I run them in test. They're almost identical in sound, except the 30s. They just give you just that little bit of extra. And it's, you know, it's a psychological thing too. If the 20s would be the biggest ones, I would say, well, I'll stick with those. But having the 20s and known that there's the 30s out there, you know how it goes. Okay. I hope somebody can enjoy this. Leave some comments. Tell me what you think. If you hate Klipsch, just let me have it. Not that you're gonna change my mind over it. Again, people, if you own a pair of KLF-30s, keep them. Don't be tempted with all this new crap that comes out. First of all, it's all made in China anyways, and it's just not that good. Period. That's it. Thanks for watching.